Hello, Midnight Crew. This is your girl back, Midnight, and I'm just gonna be talking to you guys about my little experience on how I feel like what I'm doing with the Red Cross and everything while I'm sipping or eating actually on my favorite red sausages. I love these fried, and I can eat these in the morning. I can eat these for lunch, and I can eat these for dinner. And I just want to be talking a little bit about what I do for the Red Cross. So I've been volunteer for the Red Cross for almost a year. It'll be a year come next year, um, for me doing my actual um, hands-on work with the casework stuff. Because before you can volunteer with the Red Cross, you got to go through all of their trainings and stuff like that first, and all of the in-service and stuff, and that could take months before you actually get into the field of what you want in there to volunteer for. Cause I started in February, but I didn't actually get hands on with getting clientele until June of this year. So I started signed up for volunteering in February. Then you got to go through a whole process just like any other job, because ultimately still is a job you have to do. It's just that it's a job that you don't get paid for because you're volunteering. So when I did sign up for school, and you guys know that Midnight is graduating. I graduate Sunday. Woo woo. So I have my first degree, and I look forward to extending my degrees eventually over time. I do like a bachelor's and a master's, so I got big goals and dreams for my future, me and my family. But like I said before, you can actually get in the field with the American Red Cross. You have to go through the application process, and then you have to go through, once that clears, then you have to go through doing all the in-service, and that can take months. So like I said, I started in February with my in-service, and I didn't volunteer until start my job, my title with them until June. So in June next year, it'll be a year. You are supposed to be committed yourself to a year when you volunteer with them. So what I do is I work for the recovery planning department with the Red Cross as a caseworker. So we deal with a lot of people who have experienced like loss with disaster, natural disaster, and that could be like a fire, a flood, um, heavy rainstorms, anything that has to do with that could be damaging to a home, where a person has experienced something like that. Most of our clientele come through with situations where they experience fire. So I handle cases all over the Wisconsin region, not just Milwaukee. A lot of my clientele is from Wisconsin, different areas of Wisconsin. I get cases from people who live in Racine, people who live in Madison, people who live in Kenosha, Dane County, Milwaukee County. Like, I get a whole clientele of people that I've already served. Back to recovery planning. That's my area. That's where I am as a caseworker. So how it works is a person who's experienced natural disaster will make a call to the Red Cross, and they will speak to that team, which is that person, and that team will ultimately create the case. Then you'll have our Red Cross responders go out to assess it. Right now, I think they're doing things more so in the field, but when we were virtual, because I'm virtual with my clientele, I don't meet face to face with these people. Most of my stuff is done over the phone, like conference calls and stuff like that. So I have to really keep in touch with my clientele, and that's basically what that's about. But they go out and respond to incident. A case has already been created. Now, once the case gets to me, the caseworker, I can pretty much see everybody else who have dealt with this person or this client before I get the client, because everything being the case. So it's just a very appreciative choice of volunteering, because I've actually dealt with over 20 people already that I've serviced as a caseworker. And these people, some of these people have actually lost like everything. And then you get certain cases, or some of them, where they're easy cases, as we call it, because a lot of people may have had homeowners insurance on their home, or homeowner or renters insurance on their place wherever they were renting. And those cases seem to be the easy ones, because when you have that kind of insurance and something happens with your home like that, the insurance company covers. So they really ain't in need of too much of anything, so they don't stay open long. But some of the people who have lost a lot, and they have other household members, because not just I deal with primary client. If this primary client have 5 other people in their home, which could be children or a caretaker, somebody who they were taking care of, their parents. My job is, as a recovery planning caseworker, is to make sure that the primary client is my focus, because that's who I speak through, but ultimately I'm serving the whole household. So I've had cases where it was a primary client, and then there was 5 other household members, including children and other in-laws or your parents. And so what recovery planning is, I'll call a client and discuss recovery planning process with them, like things that they can do to recover after natural disaster. So I would offer all kinds of resources for that. Like, I didn't help several people with vouchers. A lot of them lost their clothing where they didn't have any. A lot of them lost their home to where it was inhabitable, and it wasn't repairable, so you're not looking to return. Because some of them even return back, on blessed terms. They're able to return back to their place, their pre-disaster distress. Some of them are not that lucky. So when you can get somebody shelter, when you can get somebody food, when you can get somebody clothing, that's our ultimate goal as a caseworker, is to make sure that the client is good in regards to food, shelter, and clothing. And we have so many different organizations and so many different programs just by being a volunteer. Like, I get all of that, because I have to have all of that to be able to assist my clients. You know what I'm saying? So there are so many different programs that I even learned of, that I could probably help other people with, because I get the regional case board resource as being a caseworker to serve Wisconsin region, so I serve everywhere in Wisconsin. But it's joyous though, because these people, I said, more people need to think like homeless people think, like a homeless man or a homeless woman. I say that because homeless men and homeless women appreciate like small things, and so does these people. We get so many people. I get so many clientele be like, "Oh, I just thank you. I just thank you. I don't want you guys to do anything else for you. Guys have been such a big help. You guys have done this. You guys have done that." And I have to make them aware, like, listen, that's okay. If you need more assistance, this is what you need, and this is what we are required to assist you with. You know, I can help you. I can definitely help you out in that area. You guys have already done so much. I thank you for what you've done. I get so many people saying that, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you able to help somebody who's in a rut like that, or dealt with like real life situations where they lost everything or came close to losing everything and they need a little help. I get a kick like out of helping people like that, and I've helped so many already. And even when my year is up, you're only committed to a year with this company or this organization, and the Red Cross is nationwide, big organization. I'm gonna constantly still volunteer because I like what I do. And it's very good experience and knowledge. And they've been asking me lately if I was interested in deployment, which means that I'll be able to travel. And what's good about that is they pay for you to travel even if you want to deploy. They pay your expenses, to do that. I don't think I have the free time to do it because you have to be able to be gone for 10 to 14 days on deployment. So wherever that disaster was happening in the United States, the Red Cross goes out there to help assist those people with natural disasters, like when Hurricane Katrina was going on, when California had all those wildfires going on. We could have had an opportunity to be deployed there. They take care of your stay. They give you a financial card that you use only for financial purposes, like just for You can't be doing personal things with the card, but you can buy yourself something to eat. It's for your hotel stay. You can do stuff like that with that. But and they've been asking me if I was interested in it, and I told her, I keep an open mind with that, but I don't think that right now I'll be doing that. But I would definitely keep an open mind because she said, yeah, some people look at it as just taking a vacation because you're not gonna be working all day. You'll do an 8-hour shift there to help those people and wherever you're being deployed to, but some people look at it like a vacation, and that's why a lot of people deploy, but I'm not going to close my eyes to it. I'm keeping my eyes open behind that because that's exactly how I look at it. But I like what I do for Red Cross. I like to assist people. I like to feel like I help somebody. And although I don't see my clientele, I can tell over the phone that they are very appreciative of what I do just by what they say to me. And so that's what I'm saying. If you guys are looking to volunteer, the Red Cross has so many different departments and things that we can do. And they're already asking me about different things, that's asking me if I want to do different things, but I just enjoy casework so much, so I'm going to stick to that. I did want to do the DAT team, which I just talked to my supervisor about that. And guess what? My supervisor name is Sheila. Her name's Sheila, too. So anytime I have a concern, I go through Sheila, who's my supervisor. And I told her that I was interested in doing the DAT team, which is the people who actually ultimately create the cases, because they show you all of that in training. Like, they show you all of that in training. When you're taking all that training, you're going to learn so much. It's so much to do. And you got to be so serious about it, and you got to be real particular about how you, especially us caseworkers, like, we have to be real particular about what we put in the system, because once stuff goes in the system, you can't really go back and edit stuff, especially like stuff like your case notes. The only thing that you can really update and edit is a person's personal contact, which is phone number, address, a new email, stuff like that. But you cannot go back in and edit anything that you write as far as your case notes. Once you say send or submit, it's in there, and this is all legal documentation. So you want to make sure that your grammar is right, you want to make sure your wording is right, and you want to make sure that your punctuation is right, and be very specific and particular about how you interact with your clients, because other folks look at that, and you can tell by clicking on a case note that you put in there, and it'll have how many people viewed it already. And several people view those documents, so you'll have to make sure you're on point with that. And this is why I know I'm going to enjoy my current job, that I got, because I enjoy what I do for the Red Cross. So, y'all, that's what Midnight does, volunteer with the Red Cross. Midnight also has a new position that she's in right now, which, in my new position, we have to do 40 hours of virtual training. But then I also have to do 40 hours of on-site training. So I'm so ready for it. I work the week. So the early Wisconsin Early Autism Program is week. Wisconsin Early Autism Program, that's through week. And that's kind of what I'm through now. So excited about that too. Just thought I'd let y'all know a little bit about what Midnight do. I know I come on here and talk about a lot of social issues, but that's what I'm graduating in with my degree. Have a degree in that, and like I said, I look forward to pursuing my master's or my bachelor's, then my master's, because ultimately I want a business. I want an organization where I can serve and help people who struggle with these everyday problems on the regular. That's kind of like what kind of business I wanted. I used to want a group home, but I'm not into that kind of line of work anymore. I'm trying to really, stray from that nursing work into emerging into something else. And my merge is not really a new merge for me, because in nursing, I've been already dealing with caring for people, and I learned a lot from nursing. So a lot of things that I already knew coming into this thing, because I did nursing so long. So this is what Midnight does. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that y'all share. And I know a lot of you guys who watch me are not subscribers. Hey, come on board. Y'all watch my videos, and I appreciate that. I'm going to say that, though. I appreciate that, because I do look at my, statistics on my YT Studios app, And I learned that a lot of y'all who watch my videos are not subscribed. And I appreciate y'all watching me, but come on board and subscribe to Midnight Crew. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out.